Welcome to our channel, $1 Million Made Easy. On this channel, we run numbers for people, and I got this request from somebody. Said they're age 45, and he and his wife have been able to save $280,000. They want to be able to make a monthly investment of $8,200, and they want to retire at age 55. They figure their monthly expenses are $5,000 a month. They also added this. They said they want to retire abroad from age 55 to 62. They want to work at odd jobs and not touch their nest egg. So they want to know where they might be if they retire at age 62. So let's go ahead and enter their numbers. It said they're age 45. This is the spreadsheet we use to calculate this. They said they have 280,000. Obviously, everybody's numbers are different. Said they can save 8,200 a month. So I'll go down through here. 8,200 a month. And increase that by 3% a year. And they say they want to retire at age 62 and take Social Security at 62. Now, they didn't tell me what their Social Security is going to be. Again, they can go to use a Social Security quick calculator. Anybody can do this. Go to Social Security, type this in the search engine, Social Security quick calculator, put in your annual salary, and it'll give you a number. He didn't give me a number, but because of the number he's given me, I don't think he's going to have any problem whatsoever. So what I want to do is go ahead and his expenses are $5,000 a month, he said. Now we're going to increase that by 3% inflation rate. So if he thinks he needs 5,000 now, he's probably going to need 8,264 in 17 years, which is what it'll be 17 years from now at age 62. Again, we don't know what Social Security is. I'm going to go ahead and run the numbers with this. But notice he said he wanted to just contribute for 10 years and he wants to retire. So what we're going to do is from here to the time he starts taking, we're going to just make these zeros. Okay, so these are his actual numbers going through here. You can see for the 10 years, he's going to increase. In fact, we're not even going to increase this. We're going to just leave it at right here. We're going to go ahead and run the numbers. And what we do on this channel is we use the numbers for the S&P 500 for the last 100 years, which gives us kind of the worst case scenarios and some of the best case scenarios. We figure that it's going to be some kind of a range within here of returns going forward. So let's go ahead and look at this. And in the worst case scenario, folks, the absolute worst thing that would have happened in the last 100 years, he would have money. His money would last over 40 years. Because here's what's going on. This is the worst case scenario, how the money's growing, putting this 8,200 a month in, starting with 280,000. This is what he's going to have by the time, in the worst case scenario, by the time he retires, he's going to have $1.887 million. Then he's going to start taking out this 8264, which is growing by 8512. And yet, in the worst case scenario, money would have enough to last 40 years. I want to increase this just to show him the kind of money he can have, even with $10,000 a month in expenses. Still does not run out of money at age 62 because he's putting in so much. Now, obviously, if he puts in less, let's see where that starts being an issue. Again, with 5,000 a month. This is what we can do on this channel on all kinds of different numbers. How about 3,000 a month? Still don't run out of money. How about 2,000 a month? Still don't run out of money. This isn't even taking into account Social Security. How about 1,000 a month? Now we start having issues. Again, this is the worst case scenario, the second worst case scenario, and the 95% success rate here, running out of money after 35 years. In other words, only 5% of the time will you run out of money in 35 years or less, because he's got this kind of money and he's putting in this kind of money, even though he's only doing it for 10 years, going overseas and not doing anything from then on. This is the kind of money he would have. In the worst case scenario, he would be running out of money in 17 years. But folks, if he puts in 2,000 a month or even 1,500, now we're running out of money in 30 years, 2,000, 40 years. But he's talking about 82 under a month. So he's going to be in just great shape. Now, again, folks, this is not even taking into account Social Security. What if he uses a Social Security calculator and says he's going to get 200 a month? Or, excuse me, 2,000 a month. Then you don't run out of money, given this scenario. In fact, if I go like this, zero, yeah, can't do zero here. Let me do this real quick here. 500 a month, then he starts having an issue. This 280,000 is so key. If you can get that, another videos which I'm going to link to, if you can get that first 100,000 by the age 40, you're going to be in great shape. In this case, he's got 280,000 by age 45. Just putting in 500 hours a month looks like he's having an issue, but let's go ahead and do 1,000 a month. Then the money lasts. That's assuming he's getting 2,000 Social Security. But you can see either 2,000 Social Security or saving 3,000 a month, he's going to have no problem. Folks, this is using the numbers from the absolute worst case scenario in the last 100 years. Even if you have returns like the Depression type years, he's going to be in fine shape. Whether he even figures it on his Social Security or whether he contributes several thousand a month, he's going to be in fine shape. And he actually gave me the numbers of 8,200. But he was just planning on 5,000 expenses. We can change any of these. And that's what we do in this channel. We run all kinds of different numbers for people. But what he really needs to know is what he's going to get from Social Security. And he may not need to save near as much as he might think to be able to retire with these kind of expenses. We can change these amounts too and see how those would work. But that's what we do on this channel. We run numbers for people. We just love doing it. Uh, like I said, I'm going to link to the video showing how important it is to get to that first 100,000. In this case, he's got 280,000 by age 45. He's going to be in great shape, even given this scenario that he's talking about, not putting any more in from age 55 to 62 and then starting to take out what he needs right here, uh, taking into account Social Security. But that's what we do on this channel. Please consider subscribing. Please share this channel with others. Let them know there's a channel out there that will run numbers for them. We do all kinds of different observations from these numbers, from these spreadsheets that we've developed. Thanks for watching.